we shut them down, then we open up shop. Really around just in case y'all forgot. They've been trying to stop the way, but the way don't stop.
Clark, we have a big-time matchup with the big men down low tonight.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, you're going to see both teams double these guys because they're just too hard to handle. Otherwise, they'll have to do their work and make their decisions quickly.
The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
And Grant sends it back. Back to Horford. And stolen by Barton. And here is Morris. Takes the three. Milton grabs the board. Here's Simmons. That one's not going to go. Now Denver takes it the other way. Poke loose. Jokic with it. And it's Horford picking him up. Goes back up. The kick out to Barton. Kept alive. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Boy, a lot of energy and hustle on display from Jokic that time. Never giving up on a possession.
Pass to Horford. Here's Simmons. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Grant.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
And that one's good. Barton.
Very respectable perimeter game that Will Barton has. Fully capable of connecting from there.
Here's Milton. Jokic defending. Pass to Horford. Over Jokic. Here's Milton. Will it go? Here's Embiid. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Boy, Embiid wants to own the inside on both sides of the floor. He is a force in the paint and relishes hitting those boards.
Morris into the lane. Good D by Embiid.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Jokic on top. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Embiid.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position. You'd have to go far and wide to find any fan that doesn't enjoy watching Nikola Jokic play. This big fella is so smooth. He's got guard skills in a big man's body, and his game is so efficient. I love watching him work.
It's stolen by Morris. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And with Jokic, passing and playmaking, Clark, are his trademarks.
Well, I tell you what, the Joker is some kind of special as a big guy. His passing and touch and field and shot making, he really impressed me with all of that. He does everything you want from a center on the offensive end of the court and does it in his own unique, special way. He's a delight to watch. You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
It's stolen by Morris. Here's Craig. Another three for Denver. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Denver.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Out to Harris. They need this.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back. I understand that. But you should send at least one guy after those.
And that one's good. Thibault.
Boy, the floor awareness and passing ability of Embiid, very impressive. And he continues to grow as a passer.
Back to Jokic. Launches it. Rebound by the 76ers. 76ers moving the ball around. Burke. Another three for Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Here's Jokic. Good D by Embiid.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And that one's good. Burke. Burke's got 5 now.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Back to Jokic. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first. Coming on the floor from your 76ers. Kyle O'Quinn. Mike Scott.
Jokic with it. 6 points for him. And Barton throws it down.
Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision. Man, what a season it was for the Nuggets and Coach Mike Malone. He helped the Nuggets move into elite status in the West. You know, they went from out of the playoffs in 2018 to second in the West in 2019.
Will Barton.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to O'Quinn. Here's Burke. Lets it go from deep. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And Clark, the media recognizing Malone by naming him a Coach of the Year finalist.
Well, you think about the way the Nuggets defense improved last year. It's testimony to Mike Malone and his attention to detail, particularly at the defensive end. The roster's all in on Malone as their leader, and that means the Nuggets are going to be a force for a while.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. The 76ers trail by 5. Pass to O'Quinn. Back to Burke. To the right side. Here's Thibault. O'Quinn with it. Barton defending. O'Quinn can't hit.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
And, you know, a big strength of the Nuggets is their depth. They can get points from all 5 positions easily. Had 7 double-digit scores last year. You don't see that often at any level of basketball.
Here's Dozier. Pass to Jokic. Cans it from downtown. Jokic has got 16.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Now Burke. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Craig. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one's good. Burke. He's got 10.
Now, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
And the foul called on Korkmaz. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. The drive by Jokic. It's stolen by Ennis.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Nikola Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. Scoring, rebounding. He was... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
They get it back. Pass to Ennis. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's O'Quinn. And O'Quinn slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Jokic. Banked in off the glass. Jokic has got 20.
Boy, you got to like how locked in Jokic is on offense now. His confidence is sky high, and he believes he can score on anybody, anytime.
Pass to O'Quinn. Here's Burke. No good from outside. Denver in the lead. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
Pass to Scott. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's Barton on the wing. Off target with his 3. Here's Philadelphia. Here's Korkmaz. And here is Scott. Back to Korkmaz. 6 to shoot. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. And the 76ers making a change here.
In for the 76ers,
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And that one's good. Korkmaz. The Nuggets trail. Out to the right wing. Here's Jokic. Back to Grant. Goes back up. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, with great recognition, awareness, and body control, Simmons can get up for blocks.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Denver calls timeout.
Well, you look at Ben Simmons and that great body of his and the skills of a guard. That is an incredibly unique combination.
Morris with the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Harris. Out to the wing. Lets the three fly. It's good from long range. Hilton's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia. And Clark standing 6'10". Has there ever been a player Ben Simmons' size or bigger who could handle and pass like this?
I really don't think so, Kevin. Obviously, LeBron is 2 inches shorter and probably 15 pounds heavier. Giannis is more of a scorer than a passer and facilitator. Magic Johnson was the first of the true 6'8"-ish point guards. He might be the closest when you look at Ben Simmons, but man, he's special because of that size and passing ability.
Pass to Milton. To the paint. And Embiid throws it down.
Well, you got to push Embiid out farther. I mean, when he's this close, he's focused on one thing, wrecking that rim.
And here's Morris for 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
Feels to me like this.
Oh, what a play!
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
By himself. And slam dunk by Harris.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin, I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
Back to Beasley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, Beasley, the man they call the mutant, had a great season last year. After a quiet first 2 seasons in the NBA, he exploded as a big-time scorer for the Nuggets.
And for Malik Beasley last season, Clark, the points were easy to find for him.
And you know what, Kevin, a big reason for that was how deadly he was from outside. I mean, this guy shot over 40% from deep and was really a dangerous catch-and-shoot threat for Denver.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
But they get it back. Here's Thibault. Launches a 3. Drills it from outside. Thibault's got 12 in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control even when facing physical contact.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Pass to Thibault. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Another three for Philadelphia.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Beasley with a clean look. And a little luck that time, but it drops. He's got 5.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
The drive by Simmons. And the shot goes in.
Outstanding focus that time by Simmons. Nothing really rattles this guy. He's unflappable, even when he's getting bodied by the defense like that.
There's Porter with the 3. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Harris.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Plumlee in the high post. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Denver making a switch here. Here's Dozier. Shot clock at 5. Here's Beasley. Porter outside. Dives for it. It's hauled in by Harris.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the middle. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
The 76ers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. The Nuggets really having a tough go here. Here's Dozier to the inside. And he banks in the layup. Dozier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Here's Korkmaz. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. 76ers. Shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Here's Dozier. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers riding high with Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The 76ers leading by 23.
And so much for the Sixers is predicated on Joel Embiid's health. Do they need to restrict his minutes in the regular season to keep him ready for that playoff run?
Well, you know, we've had all of this conversation about load management and managing the minutes of your key players, and Embiid, with his injury history, would certainly be a candidate for that. But we also saw what the Raptors did last season with Kawhi Leonard, so maybe the Sixers take a page out of the Raptors book in that regard.
Grant gets a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. And here are the 76ers now. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. And the call up against Jokic. And that'll be his third foul so far. Back to Simmons. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Right now, Simmons is a question with no answer, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot. Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
Harris misses. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Grant, that's good.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Embiid. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And that's now 6 points for Joel Embiid.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
They've shared the load offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
I tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
Denver calls timeout. Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden, in part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. And I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
At the elbow, Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Craig can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. You know, guys, it's not surprising to hear that Joel Embiid gets a lot of inspiration from Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. Both came to the game late. Both represent the continent of Africa. And Embiid really kind of modeled his game after Hakeem, and that's a heck of a model.
That one is no good. And when he first came to America, you know, what a great story this is. Embiid's coach in Cameroon sent him a DVD of Hakeem's highlights.
And that was a good start for Embiid, and good work by you, Kevin, to dig up that factoid. Very nicely done. But you're right, Embiid said he watched that tape every day for 3 years, and you can see evidence of him watching that tape and how he plays.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Dozier. Second shot opportunity. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Horford. Down low. And finished off by Horford.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Well, the last few years, we've seen a huge improvement from Tobias Harris's shooting the deep ball.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. He went from not really having a reliable outside shot to being a 40% shooter from outside the arc. It's opened up a lot for the rest of his game, and it's a big reason why he scored over 20 points a game last year.
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Horford. Here's Milton. He's covered by Grant. Here's Scott. 5 on the clock. That shot missing. And the Nuggets going the other way. Inside. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way.
Assist from
Nice to see Jokic running the floor like this because he makes himself a big target in transition.
The offensive rebound. In the corner, Simmons with it. 5 to shoot. Pass to Milton. Scott with the ball. Here's Simmons. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Their ability to rebound and convert those second chance opportunities has been a running theme throughout.
Scott, good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
To the paint. Out to the right wing. Pass to Simmons. The shot off that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. And Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, guys, we know Simmons most enjoys getting others involved, but he's showing you he can have huge nights himself as well.
Here's Dozier. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Horford. And now Philadelphia on the break. Korkmaz, no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And stolen by Scott. Here's Thibault. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Here's Dozier. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
The 76ers making a switch here.
76ers. Kyle O'Quinn.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
.149 left in the third quarter of the game. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
2 shots.
The 76ers have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line. And that one falls for O'Quinn. All right, Clark, game is on the line. One free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'd go with your colleague. In mind.
Oh, yeah.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great name. That'll be a 5-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Here's Burke. Bank shot, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
at the line.
You know, you can't help but love the way the Nuggets create on offense. This is a free-flowing, fun team to watch. A lot of movement and an excellent passing team. Second in the league in assists last year. Outstanding for a young basketball team.
Free throw drops for Ennis. And Ennis drops them both. And so here's Denver. Down low. To the wing right side. Beasley for three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And with the Nuggets, Clark, all those assists, even with a slow pace of play. That was something.
Yeah, you know what? I agree, but they really were their best when they played up-tempo, I thought. It makes use of their home court advantage, gets the crowd involved. But really, guys, it was the passing. They play with such a high IQ and have so many good playmakers. It's beautiful to watch.
Another miss by Philadelphia. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Count that one. Beasley's got 7 points.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And that one's good. Burke.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less. You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Dozier. No good on the three.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
On the wing, Porter. That three off the mark. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. 76ers ahead. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's Dozier. Pass to Vanderbilt. From deep 3-point range. Now here's Ennis. All alone. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Offensive rebound.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Bolden. A fresh 14 for Philadelphia. Bangs home the trifecta.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
And it's Burke with the ball for Philadelphia. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Checking in for the 76ers, Raul Neto.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Dozier. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. Pass to Ennis. Fires from 14. And no good. And Denver the other way now. And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
From deep.
And the execution in their half-court offense has left a lot to be desired this half. Just way too much one-on-one and not nearly enough ball movement.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Vanderbilt. And another miss by Denver.
Out of bounds.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Over to the left wing. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Ennis. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Pass to Vanderbilt. And the Nuggets making a change here. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bol. The Nuggets with another miss.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
To the inside. And O'Quinn slams it in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Pass to Hernangomez. Got a hand on it. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Here's Philadelphia. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. And here's O'Quinn. Can't connect from short range.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
On the free throw, no good.
And really, few guys in the league are more unique than Bol. Has length for days, but needs to add a tremendous amount of strength to guard his natural position.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
It's stolen by Hernangomez. From outside the arc. And again, Denver no good. And talking about Bol, his dad, Manute Bol, was known for his defense. That is not the case for his son.
Well, they're two completely different types of players. Bol's game is about skill. He can handle, he can shoot. And for someone who's 7'2", he's a tremendous playmaker.
From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Now the 76ers with it. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Back to O'Quinn. Over Bol. And too long on the shot. Morris outside to the middle. Here's Hernangomez. The Nuggets with another miss.
Boy, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
O'Quinn trying to free himself up. Too open that time. Made it look too easy. Milton's got 7 points here in this quarter. And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernangomez. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Just 4 to shoot. Bolden. And it's good off the glass. Bolden's got his first bucket in this one. Here's Jokic. Offensive rebound. Down low. And here's Morris for 3. Denver gets it back to stop the run. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, I tell you, I like the fact that Grant is selective in the shots that he takes. He's looking for quality. If he senses the defense is playing off him, as the pass is coming to him, he's prepared. He's getting shot ready as the pass is in the air.
Here's Thibault. And he can't bank that one in. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And the turnover again by Denver. .141 left here in the fourth quarter. To the wing on the left.
Nuggets foul.
And the size of the Sixers can present matchup problems for opposing teams.
Well, you think about the two critical positions, a 6'10 point guard and a 7'2 center, and both are uber talented. That's a huge advantage, a unique advantage for Philadelphia. And, you know, questions for the Sixers about fit between their two young stars in Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons are legitimate questions, because when young players are that talented, it sometimes is hard for them to sacrifice their own games for the good of the team.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Philadelphia.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
O'Quinn trying to free himself up. Again, Philadelphia.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Over to the wing. Lets it go from 11. Pass to Korkmaz. Shot clock at 6. That misses off the backboard.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
O'Quinn in the post. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.